In the vast and mysterious world of Douluo continent, the roar of soul beasts shakes the heavens, and their domains determine life and death. These powerful creatures, born of nature's fiercest will, etch the law of the jungle into the very fabric of the world. Their domains are not only nightmares for soul masters, but emblems of absolute supremacy. Today, we rank the top 10 most powerful soul beast domains in Dalu, each a legend in its own right. Some bring madness, some bring death, and some bend the very laws of space and time. Let's begin. Number 10, the realm of demons and spirits, the mysterious Shadow Maze. Field rating 7.5 out of 10, the most enigmatic of all 10 domains. The race, abilities, and even appearance of the demon spirit remain shrouded in mystery. Its only known allegiance is to the beast god, Emperor Tian. Its domain is a bizarre maze of illusions, blending reality and fantasy so intricately that intruders lose their grip on their five senses. Soul power becomes unstable, dragging enemies into a psychological quagmire. Although it never joined battle directly, its domain once trapped an extreme Douluo, wearing 4-character battle armor for 3 whole days and nights. Inside, illusions split and reformed in sync with soul power fluctuations, gradually breaking down even the strongest mind. In the end, when the Douluo plane evolved into the demigod realm, its cultivation, less than 300,000 years, was no longer sufficient. During the final battle, it was consumed by a spatial rift. It left behind no corpse, no scream, not even a shadow. Number 9, Red Flame Purgatory, the burning fury of the 3-headed red demon. Mastiff field rating, 8 out of 10 within the lava world ruled by the Scarlet King. Ground fissures belched hellfire hot enough to melt a soul saint's defenses. When the Mastiff's 3 heads roared, flame tornadoes raged across the sky, staining it blood red. During the battle to protect the Stardew Great Forest, the Scarlet King fought off 3 tidal Daluos alone to ensure the retreat of the 3-eyed golden lion. 1 fire pillar soared into the sky, burning through Ghost Daluo's netherworld shield and spreading the smell of scorched flesh for miles. However, after failing to protect the auspicious beast, the Scarlet King lost favor. When Emperor Tian fell, he retreated to the fringes of Elfstar. Eventually, he died under concentrated fire from human soul tools, burned to charcoal, and remembered only in embers. Number 8, Emerald Boundary, the life cage of the Monster King field rating, 8.5 out of 10. The Emerald Boundary belonged to the Monster Eye Demon Tree, king of 10,000 monsters. This ultimate plant domain turned forests into deadly prisons. Vines wrapped around soul bones, while toxic pollen corroded souls. Even ultimate Douluos dared not tread lightly. In one massive war between the soul beasts and the human coalition, the king of 10,000 monsters held an entire battlefield alone. 3,000 soul masters were swallowed by the Emerald Boundary. Their bodies drained dry and returned as nutrients to the forest. After Emperor Tian's fall, he rose as the strongest fighter on Elfstar, backing the new beast god, Tiger King. But when the interstellar colony fleet invaded, he self-detonated his crystal core to protect the retreat of the younger generation. Every tree in the region mourned his sacrifice. Number 7, Terror Claw Rift, the tyrant domain of the Bear King field. Rating 9 out of 10, the Bear King, master of the dark gold. Terror Claw Bear race ruled a space torn by golden rifts. Within 50 meters, his claws could shred anything, be it flesh or spatial fabric. No wonder he earned the title of Jungle Destroyer. He once fought Emperor Tian over control of the Lake of Life. During the clash, his claws ripped through the black dragon scales of Tian, spilling black and red blood like a storm. If not for Tian activating time reversal, the balance of power might have shifted forever. But the Bear King carried the blood of the golden behemoth, and when his 500,000-year heavenly tribulation struck, he fought with unmatched ferocity. His claws tore through 9 thunderclouds, but the 10th bolt, purple and divine, pierced his heart. His charred bones stood defiantly, an eternal monument to unyielding power. Number 6, Evil Eye Abyss, a horrifying world dominated by the spirit field rating, 9.2 out of 10. The evil-eyed tyrant ruled a psychic realm filled with blood-red eyes in the sky. Just making eye contact caused soul-piercing agony. The weak-willed were instantly transformed into puppets. During a decisive battle on the Sun and Moon Empire front, the evil-eyed tyrant controlled hundreds of level 9 soul tools at once. 70,000 soldiers turned their weapons on each other. The result, a 1,000-meter-wide pool of blood, an ocean of carnage. To reach the million-year milestone, it once tried to devour a planet's core, but was obliterated in the backlash. What remained, just a single eyeball, was sold at a galactic auction for an astronomical price. Number 5. Kingdom of Ice and Snow. The eternal frozen land of the far north field. Rating: 9.5 out of 10. The Snow Queen's domain operated at absolute zero. Snowflakes fell where time and space froze. At 700,000 years of cultivation, she could crystallize even a soul core. Pursued by a god-level warrior, the Snow Queen detonated her domain's origin. A 1,000-mile tundra vaporized in an instant, freezing her enemy and space itself. The shattered remains glittered with rainbow light, cold, tragic, and beautiful. She later became Huo Yuhao's soul and, through the god of emotions, ascended to godhood, gaining eternal life. Number 4. Green Phosphorus Miasma. The corrupted realm of the Lord of Deathfield. Rating: 9.5 out of 10. The Death Spider King's poisonous domain overflowed with purple mist. Life decayed, spider silk drained vitality, and the ground was littered with bone reefs. In the Battle of Jialing Pass, Bibidong unleashed the Death Domain against Tang San. Her poison fog eroded even the sea god's light. Hundreds of Angel Legion elites dissolved into pus, while a toxic swamp swallowed the battlefield. After Bibidong ascended as Rakshasa god, she removed the Spider King's soul ring. The body was cleansed in divine flames, but its poison core gave rise to a new species, turning that part of the Star Doe forest into a forbidden zone. Number 3. 10 Songs of the Fiery Sun, a double purgatory of burning bones and souls field. Rating: 9.7 out of 10. The 10-headed Fiery Sun snake's domain was pure law-bound fire poison. It seeped into bones silently, then exploded in unimaginable agony. In the final battle on the road to hell, Tang San was nearly dragged into lava. The 9 serpent heads spewed flame that scorched even the sea god's trident. His 8 spider lances melted under the assault. Ultimately, the creature was nailed to the altar by that very trident. Its dying blood ignited the entire road to hell, becoming an eternal flame atop the city of slaughter. Number 2. Dragon Claw, Emperor Tian's spacetime kingship field. Rating: 9.9 out of 10. The domain of the golden-eyed Black Dragon King, Tian, bent both space and time. His dragon claws could accelerate or freeze reality, folding the world in black mist. His 800,000-year cultivation shook the heavens. In the Battle of Elf Star, Tian's claws tore through the interstellar fleet. He bent antimatter missiles like paper and twisted the trajectory of 12 motherships' cannons. But the divine calamity of 1 million years proved too much. Tian perished, his body returning its energy to Elf Star. His soul found refuge in Lan Xuanyu, whispering, "The future of the dragon race is entrusted to you." Number 1. Deep Sea Demon Abyss, devouring the god-level bottomless ruins. Field rating: 10 out of 10. The most terrifying domain of all belonged to the Deep Sea Demon Whale King. After cultivating for 990,000 years, he condensed a micro-black hole. Gravity collapsed all defenses below god level, drawing seawater into a doomsday vortex. During Tang San's hunt, the Demon Whale King summoned a tsunami and unleashed the full force of his domain. The sea god's trident light was swallowed. The 8 spider lances shattered. The blue-silver domain was severed. In the end, Tang San pierced the energy core with his trident. The million-year-old whale became the final blood-red soul ring of the Clear Sky Hammer. The resulting tsunami drowned 3 islands, his death echoing across the sea. These were the 10 most powerful soul beast domains in Douluo. When the light of their domains fades, their legends live on. Emperor Tian entrusted the dragon race to humankind. The Snow Queen ascended to godhood, and the demon whale king's final breath became Tang San's immortal soul ring. So tell me, if you held the soul awakening stone in your hand, whose domain would you choose to inherit? And which soul beast's fate do you feel was the most tragic? Leave your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to follow for more epic anime lore. Until next time, stay awakened.